Have you ever gone out at night to watch the stars pass by? If you have, you're engaging in an age-old tradition. Man has always stared at the night sky in wonder. Using only their eyes, ancient humans were able to distinguish Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn as celestial bodies separate from other lights in the night sky. Ancient cultures worshipped the sun and stars, creating myths and religions to explain their movements and existence. For a long time, it was believed that the Earth was the center of the universe, with the sun, planet, and stars revolving around it. Fast forward a few centuries to the Renaissance, and all of that changes. A man by the name of Nicholas Copernicus rediscovered the idea that the Earth revolved around the sun, making the sun the center of the solar system. In 1609, another man by the name of Galileo Galilei became the first person to use a telescope to look at the sky. With his small telescope, Galileo was able to see fuzzy images of the Earth's moon, including its craters and mountains, as well as the Milky Way galaxy, looking like a soft streak of light in the sky. As time progressed and telescopes were further refined, more and more planets and celestial bodies were discovered in our solar system. First, Uranus was discovered in 1781, then Neptune in 1846. Throughout the 1800s, many asteroids, as well as the dwarf planet Ceres, were discovered between Mars and Jupiter. By the 1930s, the solar system was becoming a crowded place, with the discovery of another planet, Pluto. By the 1950s, humans had grown tired of merely looking at the night sky. They wanted to be able to touch it. The US and the Soviet Union began what was to be called the space race, a battle to prove who had the superior technology. The Soviets became the first group to put a man-made object into orbit around the Earth in 1958, the first to land a probe on the moon, and the first to put a man in orbit around the Earth. The Americans were the first to land a man on the moon, with the Apollo 11 lunar landing on July 20th, 1969. This effectively ended the space race, though that didn't stop people from looking at the night sky in wonder. In 1992, astronomers David Jewett and Jane Liu discovered the Kuiper Belt, a large belt of comets and icy worlds just past Neptune. It was this discovery that set off a discussion as to whether or not Pluto was a planet. You see, many dwarf planets had been discovered in this belt, and with one dwarf planet already known of in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, Pluto was looking more and more like them and less like the rocky inner planets and the outer gas giants. So it was decided on August 24th, 2006, that Pluto was no longer a planet, but a dwarf planet. Mankind is not yet done exploring nearby worlds and moons. In July 2003, two robot rovers, Spirit and Opportunity, were sent to Mars to study the history of its water and climate. The rover Curiosity, which landed on Mars August 5, 2012, has been collecting and analyzing soil and rock samples. Why would humans want to know about the chemical composition of Mars, though? Because, if humans are ever going to colonize Mars, it would be important to know if Mars was ever habitable. Right now, there are people planning to create a permanent settlement on Mars. A group called Mars One has made and put into practice a plan to have people on Mars by 2025. Already they have over 200,000 applicants for the one-way journey. If given the chance, would you continue mankind's tradition of exploration by visiting another world?